Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. There is an old saying that we should not publicize any of our major tasks unless and until they are done. So, in this video, we'll be learning about 10 things you should always keep private. Before jumping onto the video, subscribe to the channel Mindset Madness and hit the notification bell icon. So, without any further ado, let's get straight to the video. Number 1. Personal finances. Have you ever been out and about and inadvertently overheard someone informing someone else that they are bankrupt? Perhaps the polar reverse is true, where you hear individuals speaking or talking about an inheritance they just got and even bragging about it. Some people have it easier than others because that is the nature of life. But personal finances should always be kept private and never shared. And if we reflect and consider it thoroughly, personal finances is an area we are familiar with and do not need to inquire about, then why do people reveal this information to others? This is not a good thing to do because it can put you in danger. But on the other side, it might catch people's attention, and not all attention is good. Consider this. If you earn more than your friends, family, or coworkers, they may become resentful or worse, try to take advantage of you. Your personal money should not be discussed unless you are getting married, applying for a loan, or purchasing a new automobile, as it might bring you a lot of harm. People who realize that the next person may use them to their advantage may try to utilize your personal finances, or the fact that you are wealthy to their advantage. And sometimes, people like to take other people's belongings, which is something you would never want in either situation. Number 2. Love life. People's biggest problem or error is bragging about their love lives and then whining when things don't work out in the end. Privacy is highly crucial to a human, whether it is male or female. The privacy component is similar in both. It's preferable to keep your intimate details of your romantic connection between you and your spouse, so that neither of you feels like outsiders are invading their privacy. It is not respectable conversation or a topic of discussion to have with others, whether you are having the time of your life as a pair or enduring intimate troubles. Recounting specific events in your life, particularly your love life, not only offers people a sense of what you've been through, but it also provides them a sense of a visual they did not request. But it did create uneasiness between you and others. Furthermore, it encourages them to express their ideas even when they are not wanted, and these comments can be quite nasty at times. Aside from that, if you reveal specifics or information that was previously private between you and your partner will begin to lose faith in you. If anything appears out of the ordinary, it's preferable to consult your doctor. If you and your spouse are having problems, it's best to work things out on your own rather than sharing your love life details with everyone you meet. Number 3. The next move. In some cases, such as when you start a new fitness program, being intentional and telling people what you're doing can be a sort of accountability. It may not be an issue to inform others ahead of time, but it is not always in your best interests. It's best to keep your future plans hidden, whether you're intending to leave your job for a better offer, starting a business, getting married, or getting divorced. It is advisable to keep things to yourself if you are in the early phases of anything and the output hasn't started to appear yet. So, you're probably wondering how this is going to help. The thing is, keeping your next move to yourself will help you avoid unneeded chatter, as there are certain people who enjoy creating mountains of gossip and entirely ignoring your next move. Allow people to speculate about your life without providing updates. There's an old proverb that says something like this, to emphasize this point. Actions are better than words. According to the numerous scientific studies, telling people of your upcoming move increases the likelihood that it will not occur. Furthermore, informing them of this will make them feel comfortable sharing their thoughts with you. And when you solicit too many ideas, you may wind up with counsel that isn't in your best interest. Keeping your next move to yourself is the best way to avoid all of these opinions and gossips. Number 4. Medical conditions. We are not discussing details of your personal health with your doctor, despite the fact that it is necessary to do so in order to stay healthy. Apart from that, it's advisable to keep your health problems hidden or keep quiet about them. Why are you guys so irritated? What type of harm does this have the potential to cause? Well, you might say that meeting someone with the same disease as you provides a sense of kinship, and it may physically feel quite nice to have someone who knows the problems that come with it. However, it is simple to acquire a victim mindset, which can make you appear as though you are deserving of sympathy from others, even if it's something you didn't even consider. Other people will perceive you as someone who enjoys taking advantage of others' pity. Apart from casting you in a negative light, hearing the details of a sickness or disease might make people uncomfortable. The main reason for this is that they are unsure how to react after hearing this. causing them to act or appear uncomfortable, uneasy, and awkward at times. Although this has significant impact on your daily life, it is better to communicate only what you need to know with your work, spouse, and family, since they have a legitimate need to know. However, it is preferable for you and others if you keep your medical conditions to yourself. Number 5. Family issues. Well, I know and appreciate that family difficulties are really difficult to process alone, and that telling someone about them might feel like a huge weight have been lifted off your shoulders. But this is not always a smart thing to do. What may be a serious situation for you may soon become gossip for others, and they may prefer to listen to you talk about it rather than emphasize. I am a firm believer that no relationship is perfect, and that ups and downs are unavoidable. We may argue with our parents, have disagreements with our partners, or experience difficulties in our friendships. I know it's difficult to swallow, but you should be careful who you vent to and when you're sensitive, since you can end up sharing confidential information you shouldn't. How would you feel if someone went around gossiping about the details of a relationship problem you're having? You're not going to feel weird or uncomfortable or even humiliated because you'll realize you shouldn't have told that person about your troubles. Try to avoid this from the very start. Number 6. Doubtful humor. How often do we get adult humor in the form of photographs or videos through text messages or WhatsApp? Guys tell their spouses everything they don't want them to know about themselves. Similarly, some jokes told by women may be misinterpreted by men. Many of my male friends' spouses have questioned some of their photographs or films, completely blind to the fact that they were satirical. Others might find what one individual thinks is amusing is insulting. Some jokes aren't meant to be shared with your partner, since they can be misinterpreted. This is a serious issue that can cause trust issues between couples, or even worse, make one's partner feel like he or she is not good enough for the other person, leading to insecurities and a relationship gap. Even though it was all in good humor and laughter, it costs a lot of money to the participants. So, if you don't want it to happen to you, keep your skepticism to yourself, or don't keep it at all. Number 7. Exotic weekends. These images should never see the light of day. Whether you recently returned from an exhilarating weekend in Seattle, or a workplace annual party when someone took humiliating photos of you drunk and acting immature. It's ideal if you force your buddies to remove them, or at the very least, not share them with others. You might wish to reminisce about your crazy weekend photos from time to time, but you don't want them to be seen by those who don't understand or appreciate your sense of adventure, as these photographs may give them the wrong image of yourself and maybe cause you to embarrass yourself in front of them. Text messages, phone calls, and emails used to schedule the anything worth noting for your bachelorette party should most likely be kept private as well. This allows you to protect your privacy while still allowing you to be creative. In this way, you may protect your privacy and be the person you desire while you also remembering the fun you had over these exotic weekends. Your privacy will be protected, and you will have nothing to be embarrassed of in front of others. As a word of caution, I would advise you not to allow anyone to take any inappropriate types of photographs during these weekends, as this might later become a big problem. Number 8. Weakness. No one is without flaws. We all have flaws, but instead of exposing them with others, we should work to eliminate them. The problem will not be solved by sharing. Even if people become upset or pleased while listening, no changes will occur. Only you are willing to accept the truth. The truth must be kept hidden, because today's society's most difficulty is finding someone trustworthy. The majority of people take advantage of our flaws. Someone is only waiting for an opportunity to hurt us. As a result, always share your strengths and give yourself favorable feedback. The past, with all of its good and terrible, is no longer with us. Make yourself powerful. If you irritate them in the least, people who discover your weakness will not hesitate to use it. Never reveal your flaws to others, and be wary of who you put your faith in. Number 9. Good deeds. At some point, at the appropriate time, good deeds will be revealed. Those who fasted and those who did not fast existed during the Bible's time. Some people who did not actually fast faked it by painting their faces with dirt in order to gain others' acceptance. It was clear, though, that they were doing it to flaunt their abilities. Those who were truly fasting, on the other hand, were clearly visible. It wasn't necessary for them to take action. The reason for this was primarily due to their genuine demeanor and energy. This is, I believe, still true today. What is done in secret will eventually become public knowledge. Both positive and negative aspects were present. It's not necessary to discuss it. Everything will be revealed when it is supposed to be revealed. If you're asked, you'll be able to tell them everything. If you aren't asked, don't brag about how good you are. when famous people are asked how wonderful they are in a relationship. Number 10. Goals. Show the world that you can produce miracles by being an underdog. People who know your secret are always inquiring about your progress. They are hell-bent on preventing you from succeeding. They divert your attention away from the task at hand. They aren't well-wishers in the least. It is preferable for your work to speak for itself than your words. Make wonders as you're a silent worker. When you tell everyone about your goals, you lose your motivation and motivation to work on them. The best thing you can do is keep your ambitions to yourself. Picture how shocked everyone will be if you succeed. It is stated that the tree never brags about its growth or announces it to the world. People will notice its stunning appearance as it matures. Well, that was it for this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel Mindset Madness. And click on the notification bell icon to get all the videos on the go. We will meet you guys in the next video. Till then, stay safe and thanks for watching.